the most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bruins return team didn't help matters out much with that one. The battle for Los Angeles, 2 spectacular uniforms, awesome backdrop, and the battle for the victory bell, guys.
I was going to say, Reese, aesthetically, this is one of my favorite games of the year. I love when both schools wear their home unis, and they're traditional. They haven't changed very much over the years. This game's just fun to watch in every sense of the word.
Fun for the fans, too, because they don't have to go anywhere. And you know what else is always cool? You tune in this game late in the season, what do you get? Great weather, too. I mean, it makes me jealous every year watching this football game.
He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 40, there he goes. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So USC's offense will take the field for the first time. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today.
And that pass picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man ripping through the defense. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting a big touchdown.
On to attempt the drive. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll pull it on the read. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Line getting set on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Dialing up a second down pass play. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And the Trojans get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good.
UCLA 14, USC 3.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. The Bruins hit it quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. He's right on target. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Coming after him. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Steps away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
Never a doubt. And now the lead's extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's got it. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And the pass hits, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those...
And he's running in the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. He'll work his way down to the 28. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going up top on first down. He makes the connection. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. He's going to pass on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Tackled, but he has a first down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, to give, looking for room. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down.
They'll run it from the gun. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10.
1st down.
Looking to move it through the air. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
2nd down.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Last season, the battle for the victory bell was a classic, and SC pulled out a tight one.
That's right, and Fight On has had a year of bragging rights and telling UCLA, remember who runs the state. This is us, okay? We take care of business. Now UCLA gets to do something about it.
You're right, David. And I think UCLA is a team that takes a lot of pride and mental toughness, and they admitted to us that in last year's game, they just weren't able to make the plays they needed to make when it mattered most. They want to turn the script. They want to do a better job dialing in this game to get a win over their cross-city rival.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man in the middle. Second down coming up.
Caught by the lineman off the deflection. Gain of 5. Brings up second down.
Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Looking to throw it again. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Trojans will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins decide to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On second down, looking again to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree?
Fires to the big fella.
They're trailing by 11 to Clemson. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Running back goes in motion. He's looking to pass. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he made the extra point without problem. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. It's complete on the right side. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Off play action. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to throw. Fires to the right. Trying to hook up on the sideline, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You'd like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Speeding down the left side. The 10. Touchdown Trojans. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Floats it out in space. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bruins will hustle to the line.
second down.
The give from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They keep attacking through the air. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
To throw, it's House. That pass is incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll try the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Hand off from the shotgun. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Bounced off his feet. Here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Flips it out to the back. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. The Trojans are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-flat.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw, using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They're trying to get to him. At the 35, he's open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away and you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
From the gun. They're bringing heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. You can hear yourself think on third and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Trojans. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds his tight end. The Bruins have enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. It's a draw. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Bruins racing to the line in a hurry-up.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Not a very good punt under the pressure. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And back to the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They want to just keep throwing it. Quickly complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Trojans are flying down the field. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, USC! Somehow, they got up off the deck, they fought back, and they've tied the game.
In the end zone.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC, 38, UCLA, 37.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but we weren't going to let it happen there.
Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's Max. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Looking to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Trying to get to him. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out.
And on that out route, 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He looks that one in nicely. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
He's looking for a man on second down. Finds his man in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he see that thing in there? Trying to find his man on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. And they got him for the sack.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quick strike complete. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front of the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punting.
Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. This offense has a second down play. They go to the ground. And more yards after contact. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Stopped after making the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. The give as they work on that clock. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He'll set up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. On the move is the 30. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Lining up for the PAT. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, how big is the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry? They call it simply the game. And here's the final wrap-up. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds us back in the middle. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On second down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Got his man out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Hubs it downfield. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Looking to throw. In the air, and he's got it for the touchdown, and now they're a 2-point conversion away from locking it up.
Stop it. They got a chance to tie this thing. Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
A gargantuan moment here as they try to tie it up late with the 2-point conversion. Barrels ahead. He can't make it in. The 2-point conversion is no good, and they can't tie the game here late in the fourth. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.